Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we are going to sit to more of It Gets So Lonely Here. If you were new around, we technically finished the entire game, but we are going to play again, with skipping through parts we've seen, to see what else this little game might be hiding from us. So, maybe I will be using Control Skip. Maybe I'll just cut through the parts. Maybe I will just cut to the parts which we haven't seen. We'll see. We'll see how it will look time-wise. You're running through the forest. Surprisingly, it doesn't skip here, but this shouldn't come as a surprise to you. You've been here before, haven't you? It has been feel like you've been running for a long time. Long time, but the sun, despite the overwhelming weariness which assails your legs, has yet to rise. Why wonder could that be? You are sure, as you run, that you have seen this already? You have seen the fractal pattern of the moon's milky glow as it spills on the uneven forest floor, and the trees which just out of the earth like eerie monuments to a foreign god. You have seen wicked brambles which sought to ensnare you, and I might add, succeeded, and tree roots hooked like the choppy fingers of witches far older than I, which sought to trip you. You have cut your feet. You have torn your skirt. You have taken numerous paths, yet they all ended in failure. Once you had hope, now it is gone. You've already given in to me. So why are you still running? Silly girl! Did you really think you could escape from me? After all, I have subjected you to already. There is no use trying to escape from my embrace, and if I may be so bold, I'm hurt that you would even attempt it. Were you not happy with me? I was happy with you. But no matter. You are a stubborn little cheat, and perhaps you think that things will be different this time around. That is why you began to run. I can see, despite the fear in your eyes, that your resolve has not burned out. Not just yet. A spark of it still remains. A spark that I mean to extinguish for good. It is pointless, you know, trying to escape from witch's curse in this forest of phantasmagoria, constructed from my own powers. I am a creator of a goddess. Mother Earth, if you will. I should have switched the voice for that one. Well, it does not matter how quickly you run, trampling the tall grass and the loose leaves and ugly spotted mushrooms underfoot. I still have you right where I want you, in the palm of my hand. I will not let you get away that easily. But very well. If you insist on playing this little game, then I will indulge you. I'll play along. We can do this all over again. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. You're still running through the forest. It is late at night and the sky is as black as pitch. There is nothing to light your way to save the moon's milky glow, but its rays cannot reach you, not properly. The trees which surround you, jutting out of the earth like eerie monuments to a foreign god, are blotting out most of the light. You cannot see where you are going. Even if you had commenced your flight at a more sensible hour, for with the light of the sun to aid you, it would be of little use. You don't know where you're going. You have no map, no route, no plan. You're running like a frightened animal, anxious and very with no... Did I say very? And nervy, with no destination in mind. None beyond the almost overwhelming impetus to escape. You cannot let yourself be caught, for it is too late, I suppose, for that. You have no choice, therefore, to be going on and on and on, for your feet are screaming at you for mercy. You run and you run and you run until at long last you reach a fork in the road. There are 3 paths which split off through the forest. Well, 4 if you count the path down which you came. You cannot exactly double back on yourself, or why would you? You have to put all that effort, after all, into running forwards. Not just once, but twice. And that you mean to confront me? How can you, when you are so very afraid? I can hear your teeth chattering, you know? I can see your legs trembling. Your fear rolls off you in waves, more potent than any perfume. Your anxiety is truly staggering. It is a wonder, really, how you're able to keep putting one foot in front of the other. You will keep putting your feet in front of the other, for no matter which decision you make. You will not turn back. How could you? You are far too cowardly. Now, the 3 paths are signposted as well, you know, which would be a strange sight given you are so deep in the forest. But you ought to be used to strange sights by now. It is dark, but it does not matter. You have seen this signpost before, and you know full well where each path will lead you. I would say that your fate is in your hands. But you and I both know that is incorrect. Your fate is always, and always has been, mine to manipulate. Must really go through this rigmarole again? You won't discover anything new, you know? The mermaid, the gravedigger, and the princess will not deviate from the scripts which have already been prepared for them. I did not, in all honesty, think of furnish any further responses for them. I did not think you would be seeing them again. But no matter. If this is what you want, I shall provide it for you. Go ahead. Throw your life away, again, and again, and again. Be drowned by love. Be buried by love. Be consumed by love. Then when you have had enough and you can no longer stand, submit yourself once again to my embrace. And let yourself experience the love as precious few humans have ever before had the misfortune of experiencing. Okay. Where are my saves? What? Sure, alright. Can I skip now? Okay. But... Alright, so basically the beginning is completely different. Because back then we didn't know we are escaping from a witch. We found out that the witch was involved at the end of the game, basically. Accept your fate. Yes, I thought you would say that. You were able to resist the pressure of the ocean's waves once before, but that feels like a lifetime ago. Perhaps it is. You're tired now, and you want nothing more than to succumb. I cannot say that I blame you. I can see how tired you are, dear one. But worry not. I will still be here for you, even if you are to spend your days languishing at the bottom of the ocean. I shall never leave you. We did make a contract after all. The world might have forsaken you, but I never will. I will never leave you. You will never be lonely again. It gets so lonely here. Load. I wonder why. Have I not saved here? Oh my, I'm so dumb. Fight against your fate. Oh, you still wish to soldier on, do you? That is remarkable. Given this is the second time you've been pulled beneath the ocean's surface, I would have thought that you would want to give up by now. But no matter. You really are a stubborn girl. I cannot promise a better fate than this awaits you, regardless of what you might choose, but I'm willing to indulge you. Let us go back to the beginning once again. Your fate is in your hands. At least this is what we once thought. You and I both know, however, that this was never the case. Not now that you belong to me. How much longer can you keep resisting for? I cannot wait to find out. Alright, to the village. Maybe a little bit similar to Grey. Just a tiny bit. I mean, same color of the eyes, to be fair. But Grey didn't have the thingies in the hair, so... Also kinda different. Okay, accept your fate. Yes, I thought you might say that. You might have defied me once before, but I can see that fire has long since begun to leave your eyes. You've been subjected to too many horror for one so young. For even if you were of a more advanced age, I fear your faculties would have begun to fail you regardless. Humans are not meant to die as many times as you have. They're supposed to pass on only once. You have experienced something few others have. In that sense, you are quite fortunate. Or are you? But I suppose it does not feel like it. I can see how very tired you are. But worry not. I will still be here for you, even for you being shut away for too soon inside your own tomb. I shall never leave you. We did make a contract after all. The world might have forsaken you, but I never will. I will never leave you. You will never be lonely again. Okay. But what if I told you I changed my mind? Fight against your fate! Oh my, this is certainly unexpected. I'd rather thought, after everything you've been subjected to, you would no longer wish to continue this farce. I was fully prepared for you to forfeit yourself at long last to my loving embrace. I'm ready to embrace you, should you so desire, and cradle you within my unassailable affection. But it seems you are not ready to submit, not quite yet. Being buried life twice over has not been enough to diminish your determination. You still wish to fight against me, as if you have any hope of succeeding? Your efforts are all futile. Do you not know that? I'm far stronger than a skinny human like yourself could ever even begin to contemplate. You would be better served if you gave in. But perhaps I have not loved you effusively enough. Not just yet. If you are to learn anything, I must first beat it into your thick skull of yours. Will you listen to me then? I only want what is best for you, you know? Hurting you hurts me too. But if that's what you want, so be it. Let us go back to the beginning once again. Your fate is in your hands. At least that's what you might think. You and I both know, however, this was never the case. You still belong to me, and I will never let you forget that. Now, continue to struggle. Do your very best. It will not work, but it should be entertaining if nothing else. Okay. Go to the castle. So, you want to go to the castle? Go ahead. Alright, accept the fate. Yes, I thought you might say that. For you once summoned forth the courage to persevere despite the odds, your strength has begun to fail you. You're tired now, and this is more than you can endure. Being hidden alive, not just once but twice, is more than any ordinary human could ever hope to endure. And you, for headstrong, are nothing more than a little girl. Why? You are so very slender, you might as well be a fair flower. I can see how weary you become. But worry not, I will still be here for you, even though you might be bleeding out in a dark, dingy dungeon. I shall never leave you. We did make a contract after all. The world might have forsaken you, but I never will. I will never leave you. You will never be lonely again. By the way, the fact that the achievement when you start the second route is Deja vu, haven't you been before? It's kind of funny. Fight! Oh, you wish to keep going, do you? That is impressive, given this is the second time you've been devoured so heartily. Of all the nemesis you have experienced, this one is the most gruesome. Yeah? If you get tired of these repetitions, I would understand. I'm not wicked witch you might think I am, and I would be willing to show you mercy should you want it. But I can tell that you don't want it. Plot twist. She's into that stuff. Goodness me, you are stubborn. Why, ask you, do you continue to fight? There is no escape for you, you know? I will never let you leave, no matter how you struggle. But very well. Let us go back to the beginning once again. Your fate is in your hands! Or so I once told you. You ought to know me now, however, that this was never truly the case. You still belong to me. I'm not going to let you get away from me, not that easily. You can struggle as much as you want, but it will be in vain. It does not matter where you go. I will always find you. I can promise you that much. Give up, give up, give up. Question mark. There, you see, are you happy now? I thought that there was no use in repeating this night, yet you failed to listen. You've been drowned, buried, consumed once more, and for what? Do you feel as though you have made any progress in your attempts to escape from me, huh? Once again you find yourself as you were at the end of your last foray into my forest, full of nightmares. You are kneeling up on the ground, your feet aching, perhaps they are bleeding, and your skirt tattered and torn. You try to inhale, but it hurts. It feels as though your lungs have been punctured by a pair of embroidery scissors. When you swallow, you can taste salt upon your tongue. You blink, but it is so very dark in these woods you fear you cannot see. There is a heavy, leaden wave upon your shoulders. It feels as though somebody is shoveling soil upon you. Your body is cold as though it has been sapped of all the warmth. Your body, which ought to flow through your veins, feels as though it has frozen. Wait, did I say your body? What did I say? Your blood, obviously. Wet, or it has been purged from your body altogether in rust-red goblets. Have you not had enough of this now, silly thing? I'm saying this for your sake, you know, just much as I am mine. For I might have trapped you hence, I did it only because I care for you. I want only for you to realize the folly of your ways. Now, cease your foolish attempts to escape. They will accomplish nothing save stretching your mind beyond its limitations. It is already, I fear, been stretched thin already. Twice already. Humans are not designed to die, not as incessantly as you have. One death would be enough to finish most of your kind off, yet you have endured 6 of them. You don't want to go through all that again, do you? Then do not run from me. Let me console you. Let me embrace you. Let me love you. What do you say to that? ... Cat got your tongue, huh? Well, no matter. You will not need your tongue to speak while we are together. It is an unnecessary appendage, however much you might wish one day to whisper sweet nothings to me. I'm an all-powerful witch after all, and I can hear all of your thoughts. I know what you're thinking. No, you don't. Yes, that's right. Silence is golden, as they say. That's not what I was thinking. You do not need to speak. You do not need to blink. You do not even need to breathe. You know that you are finally mine. I will cut off your tongue, and I will... Oh, please don't. And I will pluck out your pretty lies, and I will... No! I beg your pardon? What was that, dear one? Defiance achievement. I said no! I'm not your dear one! I never wanted this! What? You defy me still after all you've endured? Were 6 deaths not enough for you, you gluttonous girl? Do you wish for more? I just wished for a friend. I didn't want to be lonely, but you ensnared me. You tricked me. Well, I never. What bold accusations. They are not truthful, you know. They are bold-faced lies. I did nothing of the sort. My name might begin in a similar fashion, but I am no Mephistopheles. Oh, that bastard. I was very upfront when first we met. I said if you wish to make a contract with me, it would cost you. It is your own fault that you did not listen. You accepted my terms, and now you are paying the price. Now, if you will come with me, my dear... I'm not your dear! Really now, this has all become rather tiresome. I must insist that you kiss this childish outburst at once, or else... Or else what, huh? Will you cut off my tongue? Huh? Will you pluck out my eyes? Huh? Huh? You already stole my name, but it's coming back to me. What? No! That should be impossible! You gave your name to me! You gave your soul to me! You pledged your heart and your body to me, and now... And now I want them back! I am tired of these games too! Medea! Oh, you are Medea, damn! To be fair, I mean, obviously it's a completely known name in general. But I guess there is a Medea in Fate as well. If you know, I'm literally just saying that because you mentioned Grey from Lord Elmeloy, which obviously is part of Fate. Anyway, you remember my name? I do now. You recalled Medea, and I. No, stop it! I'm called Rosette. It can't be. I knew you were stubborn, but I learned how to be stubborn. I'm used to being bullied. You're just like the others. I'm not afraid of you anymore. You took everything from me, and now I'm taking it back. No, you can't. Rosette, please don't go. Don't leave me. We made a contract, you and I. You said that you were a friend. I promised to be that friend. I promised I would always be there for you. You don't really mean to abandon me. That was the general idea. And what of me? What am I supposed to do? You? You can rot for all I care. What? No, Rosette! I call after you retreating back, but you do not heed my words. You do not turn your head. Once it was you who knelt in the dirt, your clothes tattered and torn, your dignity alongside it. You were so vulnerable then, and you were so very, very beautiful. In a perverse way, however, I think you might look even more beautiful now that you are walking away from me. That is a thing you humans say, is not. You never realize just how much you value something until you no longer have it. It does not hold true in my case, however. I knew you were precious fine when you first summoned me. Your fiery determination in the face of extreme hardship endeared you to me. I thought you were very noble. Really, how you had survived for so long in an environment which was so very hostile. For a human, I thought you remarkable. That is why I decided to form a contract with you. I thought with a human like you by my side, my own life of empty endless wandering might not be so lonely. Goodness me. I must be growing sentimental in my old age. Now, were you not... stop. Now, you are not the one upon the ground, it is I. I could keep calling for you, but I know it would be no good. You will not turn back for me now. Not when I have caused you so much suffering. I don't mean to hurt you so far. I truly did love you, albeit in my own way. In the end, however, I suppose the love of which was too much even for you to endure. Now there is nothing but the milky moonlight and the trees which jut out of the earth about me. They look like monuments built in the honor of a foreign god. They look like nothing from the world that you knew, Rosette, because they are not of your world. They are of mine. Now you have fled from me, like a bird let loose from its cage. I fear I will never see you again. I'll be on my own in this forest for all of eternity. Or until another silly little girl with stars in her eyes and dreams in her heart summons me once more. It has happened a handful of times in the past. It might one day happen again. Until that day, however, I will lie here among the foliage and the fog, and I will close my eyes. I will let myself dream. And enrobed in the undulating mist, I shall think to myself, it gets so lonely here. Huh. So the witch's problem is... or two problems, in a way. She's lonely, but she completely approaches everything wrongly. Get the contract with me. Oh, we got the last CG. Anything new in the notes? Oh, there is something new. What the fuck? From the horizons. Narratively. Wait, it's completely different, isn't it? Hello everyone, this is Ebi again, and now it's time for the second lot of Author's Notes. Yay! Although now that I think about it, it's entirely possible that you might have missed the first lot of Author's Notes if you didn't think to check them before starting a new game. In that case, this will be your first lot of Author's Notes instead. Haha. I was clever enough to check. In the case, initially I was planning out It Gets So Lonely here. I didn't intend for there to be more to the story after the first playthrough. I was going to end the story after the witch, Medea, and Snarse despairing Rosette in her grasp. Okay. But while I was coding the VN together, I thought it might be cool to do a New Game Plus situation, where starting the game for a second time gives you a slightly different outcome. I've done this in one of my earlier VNs, Empty Horizons. That's another one I believe I might have picked, but I have not played yet. Oh no, wait, I played it. Or... No, I didn't. Alright, I didn't. Wait, is it a freaking Otome? It is, isn't it? Damn it! Maybe someday we'll play it too. I actually have it somehow. I don't know how. Given that it's an Otome. Yeah. Which is obviously not my area. Not my field, okay? What can I say? So it's not exactly new territory. I had fun implementing an alternate storyline in Empty Horizons, however, so I thought I might as well do it here. Okay. So for the second playthrough, I thought it would feel narratively satisfying to give the reader, for Rosette isn't really aligned with the reader, she has a personality of her own, an opportunity to get the better of the second person narrator who's been watching them die over and over again. Initially, I thought of making the confrontation between Rosette and Medea more humorous in tone, with Rosette snapping after being subjected to so much drama. I was thinking of having full-on comedy music playing the scene while Rosette shouts at Medea, "Stop calling me my dear one! I do have a name, you know!" But eventually decided I could make the confrontation more striking if I made it more dramatic instead, and that was definitely a good approach. The core of my original idea still remains, however, even though the confrontation is more serious. Rosette still calls Medea out for being horrible to her, declares that she's sick of being toyed with, and storms off to go and get bullied some more in the real world, presumably. Well, wow. Well, that's probably better than being drowned, buried alive, or eaten. Maybe? I don't know. I want the confrontation to pack a bit of punch and to feel less ethereal and unformed than the rest of the story, so I decided to commit here and actually give the two lead characters names. Medea is a pretty straightforward name for a creepy witch if you know your Greek mythology. Yes. For there is also an antagonistic character in Tiny Fleece, the silver metal lover called... I have no idea what that is. Called Medea, who has a twin brother called Jason. Ahahaha, which might have influenced my decision. As for Rosette, she actually gets her name from the Suds in famous 120 Days of Sodom. Never heard. 120 Days is a horrible story really, that I wouldn't recommend to anybody, but some of the names you wouldn't recommend. You caught my attention. To anybody, but some of the names in it are very pretty at least. 120 Days has a Columbe, a Hesinte, and Hebe, which are all names nice enough that I'd like to use them myself in other projects. These names, however, are associated with child characters who have been kidnapped for nefarious purposes. The real names stripped from them by their wicked new masters in a further display of control. The child characters with aesthetic names in 120 Days aren't afforded bodily autonomy and were even robbed of their identities. I suppose you could say it's ironic I'd use such a name for It Gets So Lonely here's lead, when reclaiming her name at the end of the story is what allows her to escape from her captor. But I mostly choose the name because I think it's pretty, and I've been wanting to use it for a while. I mean, to be quite fair, what else do you need? You like the name, you use it. The mechanics of Rosette's showdown with Medea was inspired, meanwhile, by the popular mobile game Fate Grand Order I told you! In FGO, you play... I don't play FGO, by the way. I've never played FGO. I just like it. I watched all the anime for... Yeah! In FGO, you, the player, assume the role of a silent lead who never speaks in the story. Oh, is that so? save for the odd choice option which pops up in the story. Choices which, for the most part, only offer very slightly alteration in the script. The main character in FGO never gets any dialogue directly attributed to them outside of those choices, for there are few instances in the story, typically during serious moments. And I lost where I was. Oh. Where your allies are in great danger and you have to take a stand, where you are given the option to directly interact with your opponents. In these instances, the player will be presented with a bunch of different dialogue options, back-to-back inside choice boxes that you can press. I suppose the interactivity of having to physically click on the dialogue so your character can say it makes it feel more like you are actually facing off against an enemy. Yeah. Like the mute main character in FGO, Rosette doesn't have any dialogue directly attributed to her in the story, but she does get a chance to speak for herself, so to say, using the choice bubbles that were previously used to determine which route you wanted to experience. It's not groundbreaking, I suppose, but was a lot of fun to implement. I thought it was pretty satisfying to give our long-suffering heroine a chance to speak back against her tormentor, if nothing else. Yeah? The Barbarian, the Gravedigger, and the Princess Alas still don't get names of their own. They're consigned to their roles as fairy tale representatives rather than fleshed out characters, so they're a little more enigmatic than both Rosette and Medea. I'd imagine these girls are fabrications created by Medea in an event who only exists to torment Rosette, so maybe you could think of them as a Water Medea, Earth Medea, and Blood Medea, maybe. But I feel like you could have found the names of people who were doing what they were doing, basically. I mean, there definitely was a certain mermaid that was named. Just steal those names as well. It wasn't a direct inspiration, but I also feel like there are some serious Higurashi Sotsu vibes. And it gets so lonely here. Hey, which one was Sotsu? I mean, I watched all of Higurashi and I don't know which one was which way. Oh, wait, it was the last one? Huh. I'm gonna lie, like the last one, the last Higurashi, at least the anime. I have not yet played the VN. But the last one kinda... meh. I don't know, I like the earlier ones more. Anyway, I was thinking while I wrote the final confrontation that it reminded me of something, but now I'm not starting to wonder if Rosette and Medea have Sadako and Rika vibes. No? I don't know. I don't feel like... No, I don't think so. Nah. Nah. I don't think so. Can't really explain this, but that didn't feel like that to me. Or maybe Bernkastel and Lambda Delta vibes. Are we talking Overlord right now? Or am I incorrect? No, there wasn't Lambda Delta over there. Bernkastel Lambda Delta. What is that? Is it also Higurashi? It seems like that, but this is something... Oh, because it's Umineko! Of course I don't know that. Damn it. They didn't proceed with Umineko very far. With anime at least. And I haven't played Umineko yet. Maybe someday. So I can't really comment on that. It was really intentional, but it might have been a subconscious influence, given I'm pretty big Ryukishio 07 fan. That should wrap up the notes of this VN for real this time. Once again, I hope you enjoyed your time spent with it. I had a lot of fun putting it together. For I think I enjoyed more because of the mechanics than because of the story itself. It feels like a bit of a departure from my usual VNs. Minus Once on a Windswept Night, I suppose, which also did some strange things with Renpai. And it was fun trying to get the code to work exactly how I wanted it. Now, if you're at all worried about Medea, who's been left on her own in the woods, you can go and check back up on her. You don't want her to be lonely now, would you? Doing that will reset all your data. Damn it, Fo. So don't go making contracts with witches willy-nilly. Your actions do have consequences. Maybe. Okay. I mean, who knows if I go back or not? Find out tomorrow. No, we'll do it today. I feel like we can do it in one go, to be honest. Or not. Will it... Wait. Did she say it will reset everything? Fuck. Notes. Oh, god damn it. So I guess we'll have to go through all the choices again or something like that? Alright. Let's do it. Let's jump to her. I'm sitting in a forest. It is late at night and the sky is as black as pitch. There is nothing to light my way, save for the moon's milky glow, but its rays cannot reach me, not properly. The trees which surround me, jutting out of the earth like eerie monuments to a foreign god, are blotting out most of the light. If I was running, I would not be able to see where I was going. But such concerns are trivial to me. There is nowhere after all for me to run to. I'm all alone. You have abandoned me. You made a contract with me once, when you wished for a friend. It was a contract I swore I would fill upon my good name. But you betrayed me. Oh, Rosette, why did you have to go? My days were intolerably dull and tedious without you to amuse me. Your company slaked my boredom nicely. But now that you have gone, that boredom has returned fourfold. It is so consuming, I fear I might go mad from it. If I have not granted gone mad already. I mean, I would say you were already mad, but well. If only there was another mortal out there. One who might keep me company. If only! Oh? Perhaps I spoke too soon. It would seem that another has intruded upon my moonlit solitude after all. Far more quickly than I was expecting! How very fortuitous. Well met, stranger. Does the moonlight look beautiful tonight? Why, it is almost as if our encounter were preordained by a being far greater than both of us. But that, of course, is a foolish thought. There are few beings out there more powerful than myself. Now then, would you care to create a contract with me and relive the events of this night anew? The safes are gone again. Nah, I'm good. Oh, you do not wish to stay with me, dear one? Very well. You are awfully cruel, but I can understand how you feel. I'm a benevolent witch, regardless of what some people might say, and they would never force you to do anything. Not against your will. My love is, and always has been, reciprocal in nature. For she did not appreciate that. Now, if that's all, would you like to run along? No good can come, you know, of sleeping with witches in the dead of night. You had best be on your way, and quickly. Otherwise, I might just change my mind. After all... It gets so lonely here, achievement. Alright. Oh, come on! Oh, are you still here? I thought that I already sent you on your way. You certainly are a stubborn child. But you are a very cruel one to take delight in my suffering as you are. Now don't just stand there. If there's something you should tell me, I would bid that you tell me it. Have you reconsidered my earlier offer? Huh? 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 Oh, I have all the achievements by now. Fine. Very good. Now come to me, dear one. You are lonely too, I can tell. The scent of loneliness positively rolls off you, much like the mist in the early morning. Oh, come on, do not look so surprised. It was not at all a difficult ride. Difficult guess. Why else would you be spending time with me? Had you anything better to do with your time? We are all lonely here. In that sense, we might not be so very dissimilar, you and I. For I might be a witch and you a human. I'm not a stranger to the complicated emotions of your kind. I was a human myself once upon a time. For it was a very, very long time ago. Now come to me, and I shall tell you a story. I will tell you a story of a girl running through the forest without kissing. A girl entrapped in a patchwork fairy tale world with no beginning and no end. My story will unravel unbroken from now until the end of time. And if you allow yourself to be submerged within it, we need never be lonely again. And okay, the game has decided to switch off. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I wonder if it wiped this. I mean, of course it wiped the saves. I mean, it's not like I had any more saves now. Does it wipe like all the data as well? Like the CG's progress and so on? 20% of people got the like last achievement. Interesting, interesting. People go get your achievements for heaven's sake. Given the fact that the game asks in the very beginning what language you want, makes me worried that it might actually reset like completely everything. CGs, are you here? Fuck me. Are you serious? It resets everything? Right, I mean, I can do it now, but I guess I will drop you like a CG of the game onto the screen. But to get all the CGs, I have to play this again! It's funny. Oh boy. Oh boy, someone likes to torture the gamers. In a way. To be fair, with Ren'Py games you can blast through pretty fast. What a game. Oh, the notes are blocked now as well. Come on! Rude! So freaking rude. Okay. I mean, good game. The girl of ours, Rosette, whose name we found out eventually, had to go through a lot. She's had to, again, suffer a lot. More than any person should have suffered. And eventually managed to run away from the witch, who also was introduced to us very late into the game, if you think about it. I did not expect that. It was a very welcome surprise, to be quite honest. So very good job on that. Yeah. All the characters kinda neat. Like with the mermaids, kind of, you would expect, you know, because that's how mermaids are presented in general, right? Again, they try to get your attention and then just get you under the water and so on, right? I guess with the Gravedigger, if you know what kind of the game this is, basically, you would expect that, right? She shoveled us under the ground, basically. Which is nuts as well, obviously. And with the princess, don't know why, but I was feeling maybe with the princess we get to have like a good time. But well, then it hit. Oh, but you know what princesses are known for, right? And I'm like, yeah, the dungeons, dropping you into the dungeons. So that's what we got. I don't know, I completely believed maybe we would get something nice, but well, that was a mistake on my side. In the end, it was all pain and suffering for Rosette, but surviving through all that pain and suffering, she was able to stand up to the witch and run away eventually, like fully run away, which is great. Great for her. Hopefully her life will get onto the proper, I guess you could say, direction from now on. Yeah. The witch, well, the witch I guess found herself someone new to torment with her own supposed love. I mean, I guess we can assume it's someone new, not Rosette actually coming back, right? That would be interesting. And would be another possible option. You know, Rosette being like, no, I actually can't leave her. But, well, I think we can safely assume it wasn't her, given the fact that Medea was not speaking as if she was speaking to Rosette at the end. Yeah. Anywho, great game. Great game. I liked it a lot. Pain and suffering. Alright, next video. I mean, I think you can predict what it's gonna be, because I said it initially that we are playing It Gets So Lonely here, because I was about to play something else, but I found out, oh, this actually something else should have been played first, because this is in a way connected. Therefore, that's correct. Tomorrow we will start the end of an obsession. So be prepared to tune in for that as well. I wonder if it is also somewhat like with the repeats. Now it makes me think, oh my god. It's not good if a game makes me think, man. Anywho, let's end it. I'm gonna go and take a nap, I think. I need it. So yeah, consider liking the video, subscribe and so on, always appreciate it. Of course, go to ebi-hime's Steam. The game, I technically linked the game, but from the game you can go to profile of ebi-hime's and go play other games. Yeah. You can also find her on itch.io, obviously, with the games, which are more of over there as well. Because I believe there are some games which didn't make it through Steam or something like that. Yeah. With that being said, that's the end. That's the end. No more visiting the witch. Actually, I have to visit the witch again, because I want those CGs, okay? Yeah. I have a problem like that. I like having all the CGs. To be fair, I have them all in like the Steam gallery as well. Yeah. I'm a pain in that. I don't know why I'm like that. I'm weird. I was saying that I might be insane when the insanity was mentioned in this game. I think I am a little bit. As is everyone else in 21st century. With that message being delivered, hope you'll have a wonderful day. I'm out. Bye bye.